Subscriber alert, subscriber alert! Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated A for awesome. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and you're welcome. Enjoy! Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the show. Alright guys, it's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. If you don't know, then now you know. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a little bit of a toy appreciation video. I like doing these videos because it gives me a chance to appreciate my collection. Sometimes, you know, we buy a lot of figures, put them on the shelf, and we don't really appreciate them. So today's theme is video game figures. I've done tons of toy appreciation figures. Figure videos like Forgotten Treasures, my favorite DC figures, McFarlane figures, well, so on and so forth. But today's theme is video game figures, and some of the figures that you see in front of you are some of my favorite video game figures in my entire collection, and I'm going to show you guys why they are. So we're going to be looking at some retro vintage figures, some new figures, some customized figures, so on and so forth. I'll try to make this video as short as possible, but I want to shine the light on a lot of these video game figures that are my favorite. So we'll just start off randomly, and we'll start off with some of these figures right here. Now, believe it or not, these are actually DC figures. These are from the video game Resistance. I don't know if you guys have ever played the video game Resistance. These are Chimera figures, villains, bad guys, aliens. Please don't ask me their names. But here is, holy shit, see, they're already tipping over, but this right here is some of the like villain figures. They are somewhat rare. Well, not really rare, but they're hard to find, especially in package. They're hard to come by, and if you hear that beeping, that's my washing machine. That means my clothes are ready. But anyways, these are some of my favorite figures. The detail is really great. They are from, DC. They are DC figures. I don't know how and why. I'm pretty sure they are. I can't remember why they are DC figures or why DC Unlimited did these figures. I have no idea why. You think McFarlane or maybe NECA would do these figures, but no, they're actually DC figures. DC Unlimited, really great detail, front and back. I just love these. I love creepy cool stuff. I like unique stuff. I love the video game Resistance. If you guys never played it, I highly recommend it. It was for PlayStation, I think PlayStation 2, but an awesome and there are more too, a couple of more Resistant figures. But anyways, there's the three right there of my favorite. We'll stick with some new stuff. So if you guys want to see any of these reviews, they are on my video. You can check them out, my video game figures. Warhammer, some of my new favorite figures in my entire collection. Warhammer, they're just so freaking awesome, bro. Love these Warhammer figures right here. Veteran Guardsman and the Traitor Guard. And they're just so nicely done, so well detailed. Not many paint apps. Of course, there can be more, always. There can always be more paint apps. But overall, I love them the way they are. They're really nicely detailed, awesome figures. Highly recommend them. Speaking of Warhammer, they're awesome. They're very awesome figures to customize. If you guys didn't see this review, I customized the Chaos Space Marine right there. Did a little customization to him. And they are fun figures to customize. One of my favorites right here, Chaos Space Marine. And also they're fun to not only customize, but also to kit bash as well. So here's my Hulk. My Warhammer Hulk. If you guys didn't see a review of that, please check it out. Awesome figure, fun figures to customize, man. We'll go over to My Hero Academia. There is a video game on My Hero Academia. I love this figure. One of the few My Hero Academia figures that I own. I love this guy. I forget this guy's name. He's like on the tip of my tongue. Get it? On the tip of my tongue. I forget this guy's name. But anyways, awesome figure. He has some really great articulation for... it's a McFarlane figure. And the legs are just amazing. I just love the legs. I think the legs is what helps this guy. I love the animated look. I'm not really a big fan of anime, but I love how this guy is designed, the cape, and he's just unique. He just stands out. There's something about this guy I really, really love. Love this guy. The design overall, the way he feels, the overall aesthetic, you know, to have all this going on with him and still have the flexibility and articulation is just a really, really, really cool, except for the head. The head doesn't really move, but other than that, he is a really, really cool figure and one of my favorites. Now, to get to other figures with no names, I apologize. This guy is on the tip of my tongue. I forget the name. I believe, what is he? Adnarath? I think it's Adnarath. This is from Omega Online. This is from way back in the early 2000s, maybe 1999. This guy is just highly detailed. He's an articulated statue. It is from McFarlane Toys. But man, he just looks amazing. Just one of my favorite, one of the most well detailed figures I've ever owned. Just so nicely done. They don't put work into this guy anymore. And you can find these figures for cheap as well. Like the color patterns and the color tones overall. Like, you just can't find these. Find stuff like this anymore. And he'd be a really good custom too. Like, taking this thing off and putting it onto another figure would be really, really awesome. But if you can find this guy for cheap, I definitely would recommend him. If I would find him for cheap again, I probably would buy him, because I definitely could use this piece right here. I'm always thinking as a customizer and a kit basher, but the robe is fucking awesome, bro. Definitely worth the detail. Definitely worth the price of admission. Speaking of another Omega Online figure, here is Juggernaut. Such a unique figure, bro. I don't even know where to go or how to explain this figure. If you own it, then you understand. Focus, camera. Focus! You're disappointing me. You're disappointing me now. Let's wait for it to focus. What is up with my camera? There we go. Okay, so and the wheel moves. There's two wheels. Of course, he needs a stand to stand because he's off level, completely off leveled, obviously. But he can roll right there. He's got these little bumps on the tire that makes him bump, makes him bounce as he rolls. The detail is just immaculate. He is hollow, but at the same time, he is heavy. The arms and the way this guy looks and the thought process, like whoever designed this stuff, like if I were ever to get into like manufacturing action figures, this is the route that I would take. Like, just create unique stuff that nobody's ever seen before. And I've never seen anything quite like this figure. I mean, I can't explain it. Like, just looking at this damn thing, I can't explain it. But it's just one of my favorite pieces. It's just a figure that probably would never sell off because he's just so unique, man. And it's not like this guy is rare. You can find this guy in stores. If I said Omega, I meant Ultima Online. I apologize for that. It's Ultima. I always get Ultima and Omega mixed up. But damn it, just look at the work, bro. Look at the work in this guy. Like the little mechanics right here. Everything is beeping in my house right now. The face sculpt, I mean, just look at, bro. Just look at all the mechanics in there and the detail. Just one of my favorite pieces in my entire collection. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's go over to this guy right here. This guy is Quake from the video game Quake. I always break this guy out whenever I get a chance. This is one of my favorite figures in my entire collection. This guy is just truly epic, truly dope. His head turns with the missiles. The overall detail, I think this came out in 1999 or 2000s or 1998. I can't remember, but damn it, just, and he's not a rare figure, but he's pretty pricey in package. I mean, you can find him out of package for a decent price. But the detail on this guy, if I can recommend one figure from one toy collector to another, I highly recommend this piece. He can fit into your Warhammer collection. He can fit into your Doom collection. He can fit into any type of collection. You know what I mean? Borderlands, so on and so forth. Just the detail is just immaculate, man. Love this figure. One of my favorite figures in my entire collection. I will probably never sell this guy. He is just dope, and he's a heavy figure too. He's really heavy. He's not hollow. He's a solid piece of plastic or whatever the hell he is, but he is a straight up masterpiece, man. I highly recommend it. Speaking of Doom, we come over here, and here's another favorite of mine. I already forgot this guy's name. I apologize. I know you guys know, but it's just, you know, when you have so many damn figures, it's hard to know the name. This is from Doom. This is one of the bad guys. And he's actually pretty pricey. A lot of the Doom figures, McFarlane Doom figures, have went up in price ever since their release. This guy is a pricey figure and a hard figure to find. Well, not a hard figure to find. If you want to find him, you can find him. But you would have to pay, you know, maybe, I don't know, 16 up. I've seen him go for 80. I've seen him go for 100. But this guy, I love, as you guys know, creepy cool stuff, and this guy is fucking awesome. Another figure that I customized, Kit Bash real quick, my Spartan Samurai. Just recently did a review of him. Spartan Samurai Predator. He's a Halo figure, but this is Jazzware, so I figure I would throw him in because I love this figure. Halo Spartan Jazzwares, they did an amazing job, but putting a head sculpt on this figure just ups the notch of that figure. And then last but not least, one of my favorite figures from one of my favorite video games, God of War. This guy is fucking awesome, man. This is a masterpiece. This is from NECA. I think the only NECA figure I have in my entire collection of video game figures. Not my entire collection, but you guys get the gist of it. Highly detailed, just amazing piece. Great detail. If you love stuff like this, I highly recommend this piece, man. This is just a straight masterpiece. One of my favorites, if not my favorites. Oh, this is not the last one. I actually have another one to show you, but this God of War is freaking awesome, guys. I highly recommend this piece. The shield is just dope. Just so nicely designed. We talk about action figures not being highly detailed anymore, but NECA, they do an amazing job with... They did an amazing job with this figure, but I'm never really disappointed with NECA figures. This God of War is awesome, bro. Kratos, they did an amazing job. Head sculpt, just look at the head sculpt on this guy. The detail, the axe, the shield, everything is a masterpiece. And then last but not least, we have Psycho, one of my favorites. This is from Borderland. I just love the detail. This is this a NECA? Or no, this is a McFarlane. This is an older, I believe this is an older McFarlane, right? I believe so. I believe this is an older McFarlane. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure this is an McFarlane figure. But he doesn't make... I don't know if he makes Borderland figures like this anymore. I don't know. This is a different kind of plastic that they use, kind of like a resin. But overall, love the detail, love the mask, the blood on his body, how it's detailed in like a cartoon form. Very accurate to the video game. The detail overall, McFarlane did an amazing job. This is, yeah. Oh, this peg's out. Okay. I'm surprised I stayed in there. The detail is really done nicely. All the Borderland figures are actually done really nicely, but this guy is one of my favorites. Psycho right there.